Niko and Bobby.
The podcast.
Besides the having, coming out and doing the closure, things like that, like you've been doing it for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's year 10 gonna look like for you, you think?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll be bigger by then. It's weird. Every year comedy looks very different for me. Like sometimes I'll be like in a year, like last year, it was weird. I was like, oh, my comedy career is so stagnant. But then I'm like, that's not true. I dropped like all these like comedy sets online, like literally 3 in a row if we're really counting.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually that propelled me into another like I don't want to say use the word stratosphere, but a bunch of people that didn't know I was funny then started knowing I was funny. I was like, they were like, oh, you're funny. I'm like, yes.
Right.
So I feel like that got me like more deals and recognition this year.
That's awesome.
I'm starting to get like just more like random things coming my way. So I don't know. For me, comedy is on an upward trajectory.
That's awesome.
I'm about to go to Fringe, back to Fringe to do New York City Dreams. I just came back from the UK. I was at some UK clubs like outside because London, love London. But like around the UK, I'll be opening for Alana Glazer in July.
Yeah.
So I'll be meeting more people from that, and then like probably doing my own little tour run. So I don't know. Every year is better.
That's a fact. It keeps on going up.
That's
So
what
I
do.
don't know.
You gotta
for
level
me,
up. Yeah, you gotta level up.
specifically,
Every year.
it's like hopefully the next step is like start getting more audience so I can tour and stuff like that. But it's weird. I'm like at this weird phase. It's like I'm starting to get more fans recently. It's just like a recent thing. I wasn't really posting that much on social media when I worked. And then I stopped working. So I was like, I guess I should post because now it looks weird that I don't have followers. But so focus more on that. And yeah, posting more. And then, yeah. Honestly, I don't even post that much. And like people be paying me to do dumb shit. And I'm like, I don't have any followers. Why are you paying me for
That's
that?
the dream
Like,
right
so-
there, dude.
So it's like a little things like that. Of course, I'm on OnlyFans.
It's hilarious.
I'm going to stop this prostitution. No, so here's my problem with OnlyFans. Not to say it like this. Anyway, I don't know whose podcast this is. But they take a percent. How come nobody talk about the fee that these niggas is taking from our things? I don't know if I should put this online. But listen, they taking fees. I'm like, so listen, if I show my feed, OnlyFans taking 10 to 20%. These are pimps. These are pimps right now.
Pimps.
They over here pimping everybody. So
Did
that's,
they raise their prices, like their
I don't
fees?
know.
So here's the thing. I'm not
OnlyFans.
on. All I know is like if you give me $5, OnlyFans you $1.
Oh.
That's all I know. That's all I know. So that's the real tea. No, I didn't even know I'm supposed to be saying this. Maybe cross this out.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
don't promote this widely. But
Nah.
no. So anyway, that I get my OnlyFans income.
Man, listen, take care of her feet. All right, guys, come on.
That's so.
When was there any mistakes you made coming up,
I mean,
or anything that you were like, they weren't really mistakes. Like I figured it out, but
I don't know if there's like mistakes per se, right? I think everything's like a journey or whatever, some dumb shit like that. You can't trust everybody. There's been people, so there's like a lot of desperate people in the scene. So you have to be careful who you give your energy to. I hate to be like that because I'm not like really a gatekeeper per se. I don't have that persona. Like I'm like usually pretty helpful to people.
Yeah.
But a lot of niggas, they ain't never had nothing. Ain't going, you know what I mean?
no, I get it.
Like a lot of people ain't never had nothing, ain't never be nothing. So just be careful like who you give your energy to. No shade to them. And then like
All shade to them.
all
Yes.
shade to them. The only other thing I would say, it's weird. Like sometimes like because I do come from like this nonprofit background where I'm like working, like used to work in philanthropy and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at networking and things like of that nature. And like, I think it's important to be asking people questions, to be asking people for help. Like, if you see a comic that's doing something, ask them, like, can I sit down with you? Can I follow with you? I don't think it's good to just use people, though. Like, I think you have to be contributing to the system. I think there's a give-get in comedy. So doing things like podcasts, producing shows is like how you contribute to the ecosystem. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, using Funny AF as a, I don't know, example, we're all helping each other prepare for these things that we're going to get. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like if you ain't gotta get ready, you know, stay ready, whatever. How do we get ready? It's because of all these things that we're doing. So I think that's really important to have in the scene. So I think people need to be wary in the scene of people who just take and don't contribute anything. Be wary in the scene if like everyone's complaining about someone. Like they're like, because they're not good. If one person complained about them, listen to that person who complained, right? Because why is this person being complained about? What did they do? We spend too much time spend too much money into like our projects and our passions to have like bad faith actors come into the comedy scene who aren't serious. So I just think it's important to be more cognizant of like who people are, what their reputations are. And like if someone's being shady to you, fuck them, right? Move on. So I think the way we navigate comedy needs to be a little smarter. Even I've been called out there like, oh, Meka, why you always asking people questions? Always trying to get this. Why are you not asking people questions? Why you been in the game for 15 years and you ain't got nothing? Because you ain't asked no motherfucking questions. So me and you is different.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? So be
100%.
smart about how,
Nah, you're
and
right.
don't let nobody talk no shit to you because shut the fuck up.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
But it's true though. I mean, I tell you this all the time. I'm like, there's a lot of dudes or girls that do, you know, where we do mics or whatever, and they're always talking about, I'm unemployed, I do this, I do that, and then we see how they move off stage, and I'm like, well, I can see why you're unemployed, or you don't have a girl, you don't have a dude, or whatever it is, because like, yo, you move a little different way. It's like, because that's what happened to me. Like when I've been, you know, about to hit 3 years, and you know, I've been doing pretty well in terms of just like where I'm supposed to be, and everyone's like, dude, like how? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm pretty much taking the same mindset that I do when I'm like working in my job. Just asking questions, like DMing people. If I go to shows and I'll go up to them after, be, hey, blah blah blah. This is who I am. Like I love this, I love that. Like, can I ask you this question? I mean, I'm not waiting for these motherfuckers outside. Like
no, you're not
like
being
a stand,
thirsty,
you know. But I'm also, hey, I would, you know, a big fan, because I started doing comedy at 32, so it's like I'm 35 now, so it's like. When I see because I hang out with all these younger comics, because that's my circle right now. A lot of children. So I have to remind, you know, myself and them that, like, yo, I'm an adult too. So I move a certain way. Like I have a job. Like, oh, why do you always do this? I was like, I don't know, because I'm an adult. Maybe.
Like,
but
That's a fact.
it's true though. We do hang out with young guys, but it's at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. But it's funny how all you gotta really do is just put yourself out there and like absorb, be a sponge, and just like absorb information and stuff like that. This is why we want to have you on the podcast. Like you 6 years, you're in the game, you're still doing it, you're doing good shit,
And she's a killer.
and you're a killer, obviously.
you.
But
Body bag.
it's awesome to even have you on this pod. Is there, in terms of the stuff that you're talking about now, like material wise, how different is it than the stuff that you were talking about like 2-3 years ago? Is there any difference at all?
It's not. No, it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's
but do you
weird.
feel like it, like something is changing in terms of like what are you getting better at?
It's weird. It's like, so I keep on. So me, I'm very weird. I keep on going. I go back to the jokes a lot. So like, even the way I tell a set, like you could catch me on the same night, and the set's not gonna be the same.
Okay.
It's never gonna be the same. Like I don't know. Like the jokes keep on getting broken down and like retold until like I'm done with them. Some jokes I am done with, and like a lot of jokes I noticed on my Don't Tell comedy specials, like I'm done with those. Like I haven't said those in a while. But then I just went back to the UK, and it's like, oh, I can still spin this joke. So I was like, oh, am I back on the joke? Like, am I saying this again? Yeah, because I've spinned it differently. So I don't know. There is something, and yeah, when you hang out with older comics, you realize like they've been spinning this joke. Like I might be spinning a joke for 20 years.
Because it's yours. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's
You
my
created
joke.
that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like your arsenal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So I don't know if I'm ever really finished. I don't know. I might never be. The jokes change. The jokes have different meanings, and the set is different, but it's the same. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay.
I feel like it's you who changes in the sense of getting older, and you're like the way you think of the joke now. You know what I mean? The premise could still be the same, but just little tidbits could be different in it.
Yeah, no, it's true. So now, like, I am building out this one woman show for
Very
that place
fresh.
that place, yeah,
The French, right?
Edinburgh Fringe. That's
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
talking about. But like at the end of the day, it's still me. Still like I don't know. It's still the same topic. Like what are we talking about? We're gonna be talking about me, how I see things, how I see like the world. Like it's slightly political, but not like I don't know. It's just who I am. So those are the jokes.
Would you consider yourself a political?
I'm not necessarily political, but I'm not apolitical either.
No.
There's always a point of view, and it's always gonna be like more like I guess at the end of the day, like it's always gonna be more societal.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's gonna be from me to like, what are we doing right now? Like what's happening? Like it's gonna be more. It's a universal feeling, but it's told from my point of view for sure. Yeah,
It's life. That's just
yeah,
life.
this is life.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you still give some of these women the business online in the comments?
Oh, always and forever. How we not doing that?
Bro,
Always and forever.
I love.
How long has there ever been a moment where you're like, I've been on I've been blasting these people on comments for like an hour, and you just keep going.
No, I do this like I've been blasting people in comments like my whole life. So it's not like an hour. It's not like I go. It depends. Sometimes you catch me like I got time, but a lot of times I ain't got the time. I'll pick up something from 2 days ago. I don't care. I know shame in my game.
But I feel like
we can pick this up.
Yeah,
we can pick
Like,
this up.
bitch, remember last week? I'm back.
I'm putting this on ice. I'll be right back. But I feel like with that too, I'm sure you've come up with some bits just from that shit, right?
I mean, I have jokes about bits that I've come up with from like stupid comments stuff. But yeah, a lot of
That's
stuff.
amazing.
But that's how I observe how other people are thinking, right? It's like, oh, like people are saying this dumb shit, but actually it gives me a lot of material, oddly, arguing with people in comments. Because people say stupid shit, so I'm able to say stupid shit back. So like, I don't know.
Do you feel like sometimes you're going at it like at a bot or AI or something at times?
Well, I don't mess with the bots no more. You can tell who those are.
You can tell?
Yeah, you can really tell.
Just from the photo shit like that?
No,
Or
like
just how they spell
the bots are like very much like they attack a certain topic. Like you start talking about something, then the bots come out. Like,
So
these are bots,
and then you
and they ain't got no followers, so you just block them.
See?
That's so funny. It's like
she's been in it too long, so she knows.
No, I'm in it
She's
too,
like,
I'll be arguing with everybody.
That's
now.
not it. That's so funny that's because there's people that are out here falling in love with fucking AI or bots.
Oh, that's just stupid.
And there's people fighting bots, literally, and then but you already figured out like this is not.
No. A lot of people are bots, and I will say like a lot of people on like Threads or it's like some Instagram dependent, but you can just block them. But like on Facebook, those are real people. Those are real old people,
What
and they're
up,
really
Thea?
that dumb, and you really arguing with Gladys in Tennessee. So that's important. You know
Jesus
what I'm saying?
Christ, bro, that's so. Okay, what is the best advice that you've gotten so far in the comedy game?
Oh, wow, best advice.
Or at least, it doesn't have to be the best advice. What's some advice that you've gotten? Doesn't have to be one in particular, but what's some advice that you're like, damn, that's good.
Well, you know what? It's let's see. Honestly, ask for what you want, right? I think that's the best advice. I think a lot of people don't ask for shit. And like then they get weird with people who do, especially like Black and Latino people. It's like there's weird. They're like, oh, don't be asking for nothing. Why not? White people ask for mad shit. Yeah. I got white boys in my comments like, oh, Meka, can you recommend me? Who are you? Like we don't even know each other. Like this is weird. But like I definitely think ask for what you need. Like you see somebody who has something, like how they get that. What was it? Just ask a question. And like it's not a big deal to just ask questions. I don't see that. And I definitely think like Black and Latino comics, there's a lot of weird stuff like I just ask anybody a question about anything. Yeah,
that is something when I starting up. It's like performing with a bunch of around white audience. So it's like, and Gilberto gave me actually some good advice when I was like maybe a year and a half, 2 years in, and he popped in. I think it was either here or somewhere else, but he was on the same show, and he watched a little bit of my set. And after, I was like, I was pretty excited. I was like, I did pretty well. And he was like, you know how Gilberto is. He's like, okay, funny. Why are you trying to make white people laugh?
Oh yeah, that's.
And I was like, fuck, bro. Like, and ever since he told me that, it didn't get into my soul, but I was like, I have to write like exactly what I want to write about, right? And it really made me. So I started fucking browning up my material, not browning it up to the point, but I'm like, let me just talk about shit.
You don't want to make white people too happy.
Nah, not like that, not like that. But like, I'll talk more about like my personal stuff and things like that. I'll bring up like random things in the Latino culture that like not many of them will understand, but I'll kind of.
It's you. It's who you are.
It's who you are. Bringing yourself into.
Yeah, and that was all. Shout out to Gilberto. But when he said it to me, I was like, God damn. What about you? You get any advice that people gave you? You were like, all right, let's do it or not? Or
the ask thing is big. That's I've heard that. You know what I mean? That's a big one. That's a really big one. Because she's right with Black and brown, but also other people too. I know white boys too that just be right there like, I don't wanna. You know what I mean? And you just have to. You guys got to just take that fuck it and be like, whatever. Hey, can I? Yeah, no, this with this or whatever. Or you know what I mean? You just need to. You have to put the ego to the side.
No, you have to. I don't like to ask either, but then like I'm constantly reminded of how I need to be asking for things, or I'm not gonna get them. Yeah. And then every now and again, a comic will be like, "Well, hey, you should probably ask for this thing you want," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll be reminded." And then they're fucking right, and I'm like, "Damn it!"
But there's certain, there's obviously a different type of ways to ask for certain things. You don't have to be aggressive and stuff like that.
No, definitely not. You always said like it's about the whole industry. I think with stand up comedy, honestly, we're fucking sending emails. So like, because
Yeah.
we're trying to get booked on things. So it's like, oh, you haven't booked me. We're just sending a bunch of emails talking about why we haven't gotten this. Like, that's literally the game.
Okay.
In the daytime. So, yeah, we need to be asking for things. And I always forget that, like, oh, things come to me. Things do come to me. But, like, if you actually really want something, you have to remind people that you want it. That's the business. There's too many of us.
That's everything in life too, bro.
Yeah.
Everything in life. Now, what was the first club in New York that you got past that?
Oh, is it Broadway?
Broadway?
I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
But, like, I'm trying to think, like, was I there? Like, it's weird. I feel like Rich passed me that he didn't pass me. I was like, what are you talking about? And I was past that West Side Comedy Club. I was like, is that really a club? And then...
Block. You know what? We can't even post that. She's
I'm
demonetized now.
joking.
I'm just
I
kidding.
Definitely
really don't
posting
care.
this.
I would definitely totally post that. And then, like, QED. I remember I was at QED Astoria, and then, of course, New York Comedy Club, and, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, at clubs.
That's awesome.
She's a killer.
But
Come
yeah,
on
New York
now.
Comedy Club is like my favorite club. I would say that's like my first like big club
That's
that
a big one. Yeah.
got me in. So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then
awesome.
like, of course, all the international clubs, but I don't know if that counts.
That's really cool. Though.
I don't know.
Dude, that's
And like the
amazing.
clubs around the country, right? Like when the first time I was at the Belly Room doing at the Comedy Store, that's a big deal.
That
like,
is a big deal. The
like
comedy
this is
store's
like
huge.
stupid shit like that. So yeah, no, I've never had like the clubs. Well, I haven't gotten to the cellar yet, but we'll see. It'll
No, it's
happen
coming.
eventually.
That's coming. That's
I'm
definitely
not
coming.
that pressed by it. Like I'm like I can see how this will happen.
Yeah, and that's how usually how it works. It's like you keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and when it comes up, it comes up. It's the people that put so much emphasis on certain things and they just they dry themselves out.
No, and like
It's just
with
like,
comedy,
oh my
like
God.
things happen.
It happened. It happens when it happens, and everyone's on a different journey.
Yeah.
Like when I performed at the store in LA, but I did the potluck. I got picked for the potluck.
Oh, the
I was
potluck,
so happy.
yay.
I was like, there's so much fucking history at this place.
No, it's such
One day I'll get out there, but that was so cool to do. It was insane.
So we have a segment called I've seen some wild shit or I've done some wild shit.
Okay.
So you can pick either or and tell us a story about you seen some wild shit or you doing some wild shit within the industry.
I can give you an example.
The industry, yeah, give an example.
I mean, this is only fucking 2.5 years of me doing this shit, but like the wildest shit I've done was a few weeks ago. I was barking at Flophouse in Williamsburg, and I barked in a guy that I didn't know was wasted.
Oh, okay.
And he was a Latino. He goes, "Oh, so you do comedy? What do you do?" I was like, "Yeah, Latino gang." He's, "I'll come and I'll support. I'll come right back." He comes in, and second comic is up, and he's up back. He's like clapping, like yelling, like blah, blah, blah. Fucking moving chairs, mad, just being a fucking ruck, just a heckler.
Yeah.
And then we had to fucking like forcefully kick him out, and then I was like, "Fuck, this is embarrassing." So luckily I was able to go on stage after and like riff up. Probably that was my guy, my bad. But that's the shit that I've done in terms of like I've done some wild shit so far, which clearly is nothing.
I mean, that's not
That's
that
not-
wild. But I
Yeah.
mean, I guess but I don't be doing wild shit though. That's really like honestly, like I feel like the wildest thing I do is like if you're a comic, a lot actually it's not even wild. It's kind of sad. Usually you do comedy after a lot of people have died. I noticed that. Like, not to bring down the mood, but
No,
like
it's
your
fine.
best friend will die, and you're like, oh, you have a show tonight. So I feel like that's like and then like every comic does it. They're like, you'll hear someone's died, and you're like, I have to go perform.
So it's like a mental wild thing.
It's just like it's a wild thing because like it's like I hear a lot of comics talk about it. Like you'll get news that someone died, but like you literally have to go on the show and like so like I had a really good friend die and it was like I had to do a show at QED. Like did I have to do the show? It was my show, but it's like this thing that you just kind of do. So I think like a lot of shit like that happens. As in terms of seeing shit, I don't know. I've seen people pee at mics and dumb shit like that, but
Wait, P where?
what?
Where? Hold on.
like
Whoa.
I don't know. We was
Like
On
at,
guys
stage?
or girls?
we was at a mic.
Oh,
There used
see?
to be some Asian kid.
This is good.
He was like racist. He used to say the N-word or whatever. Anyway, he used to pee, and then he like peed at the mic, like he like
On the
basically-
stage.
On the stage, yeah.
Like P just on his pants or
You're
pulled his
lying.
shit out
No,
and
pulled the
peed.
shit out and peed. No,
Oh.
that's peed. That's
Like in front of you guys, or like turn around was like
no, in front of us. Like that was the act.
that was the act.
That was the act. Yeah.
Yeah, wherever you
Nah,
at.
that's the story.
You're a
That's
wild
the
boy,
one.
my bad.
That's the
You're a
one.
wild boy
Bro,
wherever
is
you
he
at.
still doing comedy?
I haven't seen him in a while, but I also don't go to mics like that anymore. I'm sure he's like one of those characters that's been around for a long time.
Fuck, dude.
A racist Asian man. People know him.
Nah, he's bugging.
Okay, I think I might know who you're talking about. But all right.
He's bugging.
Because it's crazy you said about, like, people dying and then having to go do comedy. I mean, the finale of the Funny AF, like Reg Thomas was saying, he was like, yo, my cousin died.
Oh, yeah. Shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty.
He goes, my cousin died, and then I literally walked out and then went and did a fucking...
No, that's
I'm built different. I'm like,
that's how everyone literally. If you do comedy long enough, you're basically gonna be in a situation where like someone died, you have to go do a show. It's happened to me like twice.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, listen, like that's why some people get into they get into this art form or this careers because they want to better themselves, and unfortunately, that's what also silence out all that the demons and the voices in your head. And you gotta do what you gotta do, but obviously get help if you can. But yeah, dude, this is a fucking. It's a beautiful art form, but
then people, the comics die too. That's another thing.
Too.
Like every year, like somebody dies, which is weird.
Have you had a good amount that passed away?
I mean, every year somebody dies. Like it's like, oh shit. Like you just be like, oh shit, I can't believe they died. Like so that's another thing.
I haven't
people
gotten
start
to that
dying.
part yet.
People start dying.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point yet where like comics from my class, has passed.
They will.
They will.
No shade, but like it's just a weird thing.
That's how it is.
Let's bring the mood up.
All right. Second segment here. Final segment here. We have the Niko and Bobby bucket pool here. All right. So Meka, before the podcast started, she put in 4 names of comics who she admires and pretty much admires, right?
Yeah, thinks are amazing, funny.
Amazing, and just we're going to give the comic their flowers. All right. So Meka Mo here. Shake it up. Any name you pick out, please give them their flowers.
Oh, I picked out Priya Blunt.
Hey,
Queens.
Just look into the camera and give Priya Blunt.
Love Priya.
Oh, yeah. So Priya Blunt is my homegirl. We started comedy together. She's also a roast battle champion.
Boom. Yeah.
She also killed, like, this year at Skankfest on Naked Roast. I would just say, like, just demolished whoever that kid was that I don't like.
Demolished them.
And... not that I don't like him. Anyway, who cares?
Who cares?
But yeah,
what about Priya?
Priya Blunt is a killer. Also, her set's really funny. Like, I think she should. It's weird. 'Cause she's always in between here and Austin. I really think like she should get more like I don't know more props in terms of like just being consistently running around the country, killing. And, like, just being really fucking funny. And, like, really true to the weed thing. She just had a 420 show. That sold out, I don't know how many years in a row sold out, but it was with like Tyson and his new weed thing in fucking somewhere in Brooklyn, really deep in Brooklyn, but people still came out. So shout out to her for just like crushing, being funny, and all around on brand with the blunts. Yes.
Facts, yo. Shout out Priya, bro. We love you,
Shout out
dog.
Priya, you're amazing, Priya.
She's the homie.
Let's do one more. Just
one more. Give her a good shake. Last one here.
What we got here?
We got PD Diablo. So I do love PD. So PD Diablo, first of all, PD is so tired. So like I don't know what happened, but like I couldn't find PD online, and I was like, what's going on with PD? And then like I contacted like his friend, they're like, he's fine. And I'm like, I thought that nigga got locked up again. But so shout out to PD. I will say PD is like when I was first started doing mics. PD ran a mic at Queen's Brewery, and like I was like the mics I first started doing, we're at Creek in the Cave. Keep in mind, lots of stupid white guys, people peeing on stage. You know how we saying, and like I'm just like this is so boring. So PD starts doing his mic at Queen's Brewery, going into the pandemic, and then I'm like, this is fucking comedy, right? So honestly, if it wasn't for PD, I probably would have like stopped doing comedy because that's how bad the mics were. And then his shows, shout out to Makala who booked them with him, but planned it with him. But basically his shows in the pandemic were just really good. And like PD's like funny. He never does the same set twice. Like even when he records, I don't know if anyone notices the fact that this is all off the cuff, off the dome, like very, very unique individual in terms of like subject matter, cadence, very New York.
Very New York.
But just all around very, very good. Wishing him very good luck and all that. And then, yeah, him disappearing, I was scared for him. Stupid PD. But apparently I heard he's fine.
No, I think I saw him post a while ago that he was like, I'm taking a break from social media.
I didn't even see that. I didn't see the whole I'm taking a break. So I'm like, did he get locked up? Where is he?
She love you, PD. That's all she's saying. You know what I mean? Give him the flowers.
His episode on your podcast was really good.
Oh, that was a good episode.
It was a live one, right? You did it somewhere live?
Yeah. So we did for New York Comedy Festival. We did We're Done Here live. And yeah, he had a great episode. But no, love PD. He's been doing a one-man show at Union Hall.
Yeah.
Hopefully he comes back with it. So I'll definitely be going.
I know. I gotta check that out. I've been trying to catch him at the Cellar. We've been trying to catch him at the Cellar.
Oh yeah, he's at the Cellar now. So
we saw him up here once randomly. So it was like, I don't know what podcast it was, but it was a podcast that it was a really popular one. But they were putting together a comedy show.
Oh, nice.
So they went up to the three guys that do the podcast. They just went up there. What's going on? Blah, we're from the podcast. All right, comedian PD, and then without even warming up the crowd, and PD just was up there like, all right.
Oh, nice.
And
I love
just
that.
Killed.
First time I ever got to actually see him live, but it was fun because I've always seen him on YouTube and like from your stuff. And
Yeah.
I think Alana Glazer put him on too with like something on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was touring
fucking,
with her heavy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
For sure. Yeah.
Alana Glazer's dope. Then she's the people's.
No. I met her because she was doing something with the daddy at BK Made.
Okay.
And then like as soon as I saw she was going on tour, I was like, I'm gonna be in Europe all summer. You gotta take me with you.
But that's because you asked.
Yeah. I need the European like. Yeah. Well, the only reason I asked is because Chanel Ali was like, another killer who I didn't pick out her name, but Chanel Ali was basically, how I reminded. I was like, somebody always reminds you that you got to ask for shit. Chanel Ali is like, if you want to open for people, you got to ask them to open for them. And I'm like, oh, I was like, you asked them? I was like, I was waiting for them to like ask me.
Yeah.
Because I have gotten asked to open for people before, and I was just like waiting for that to happen.
Amazing.
But I was like, I want to open for more people this year, and then Chanel was like, you have to ask them. You know their schedule. Tell them their schedule and tell them you want to open for them.
Awesome.
And yeah, I was like, oh, let me contact these people. I was like, I'll be in Europe on your leg. I was already planning on going. And they were like, okay, yeah, if you want to do it, you can. I'm like, yeah.
Is it that easy for some comics? Like, I need an opener anyways or whatever it is.
I don't know. It depends. That's the thing. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know. You have no idea. And like, that's the thing. I can wait forever for people. I mean, I have got like, Che's team asked me to open for him. I opened for Rachel Feinstein. Like, people like that.
Yeah, bro.
But which is great. But it's like, I need to ask myself for like, you know what I mean? So now I'm doing this thing. I'm super happy. So yeah.
Do you see yourself like, do you go approach the comic in person a lot more, or is it a lot of just sending emails type of thing?
No. It's always emails. Like I said.
You're not running up, yo, can I get a drop? Like, running up?
No. Like when I was like, hey, because they don't know me. Like, hey, these are my dates that I'm preparing for Fringe. I'll be in Europe and London, the UK, these dates.
Okay.
They align with your dates, kind of thing. Just a professional email.
Okay, that's cool. Did you have like a mentor coming up?
Not necessarily. I will say I did not have like a mentor per se. No. I will say there's people that look out for me in comedy. Definitely. Like, I will say like Joanna Briley always looks up for me, creator of the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest. There's people like, club owners that would look out for me. I'm not going to say their names because they probably don't be inundated with folks. But like, and there's fellow comics, I would say like that definitely like I listen to. Like if I have a question, like Chanel definitely, if I have a question, like she's definitely a very good person to ask a question to. Yeah. I would say like certain comics like Yamanika definitely looks out for me, like in terms of like, I don't know, I was looking for a trainer and she got me hurt. But like there's certain people that will look out. Like little comics will give me things here and there. But I wouldn't say I have like this comedy mentor, godfather type, just comics that look out for me.
Bro, I'm a trainer. That's what I do for a living.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do physical therapy and I do strength and conditioning. So holla at me if you need something.
Oh, okay. Well, we have our trainer.
Let me know. Let me know. Either way, if anyone. But yeah.
No.
But yeah, dude, that's great. That's awesome. I can't believe that it's just that easy.
Yeah.
You just gotta speak up. Easy, but in terms of like, oh, who would have thought? You just gotta. Speak up.
But that's not easy though. But yes, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
But like you remember when we were at the stand?
No, that's not what we're talking
about. Come on, bro.
I ask. I talk about shit. That's not. Here you go.
It's not easy to say. I will say
you gotta be around.
So I was easy. It was easy in the sense that like not easy, but it was like at least they had Alana has saw me before and she was like, you're really good. I'll be in contact kind of thing. So I had something to springboard off. But I would be a little shy. Some people are not shy at all, and they get a lot of things. So
Yes.
don't listen to me.
No, I totally get. But the thing is, you just have to be. You don't have to necessarily be the social butterfly, but just be like, listen, this is. Just approach it that
You have
way.
to have your goals, and you have to go after what you want. Like for me, like before I got my don't tell, I was like, oh, I really need this don't tell. So I was like, how am I going about like being seen, right? Because that was my whole thing.
Okay.
But it's like preparing for being seen, and when you're actually seen, like I want to be seen for the opportunity, like oh, so that's your part of the journey, right? Like you have to make sure that like when they see you, you on some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another part of the journey. But I will say, it's like. Being seen is important, but then following up, like, oh, you saw me, you saw I was funny. No one's gonna remember you're funny. There's a lot of fucking funny people.
There's too many.
So, like, following up, be like, hey, you thought I was funny. How do you leverage people thinking you're funny is very important.
Have you ever met someone that you were like, oh, I'm so excited to meet this person? You're like, oh, damn, what the fuck? In this scene, because this scene could get a little weird.
I mean, there are weird people. I will say there are
like, what the
comics that
fuck?
treat me weirdly, and like they're just, I don't know, they're just weird. And
You think they're just intimidated?
I don't think they're intimidated. I think this is just fucking weird.
That's
and
how they
autistic.
are.
I think there's a bunch of autistic people here, and I
There's
think
a lot
people
of
are like,
autistic people here,
people
bro.
are just weird, and like certain comics are more weird than you think.
Mm-hmm.
I think people think I come across weird sometimes. Not really. I'm not weird. I'm just very outspoken. So I'm like, what are you doing? But a lot of people aren't used to that, especially people that just moved to New York.
That's the
I've
thing.
scared plenty of little white people who
That's
just like,
the thing,
Mika,
bro.
you're so mean. I was like, I'm the
No.
nicest person.
It's
I'm
the
just very
transplants.
direct.
It's the transplants are not
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
that
they're just not
directness
used
of
to
New
someone
York.
being very
They're like, oh,
direct.
New Yorkers, they don't have that warmth. It's like, what? Relax. What do you need warmth for? The sun is right here. What do you need that for?
Hey, I don't know what you need warm. I'm being very nice to you.
I'm just saying, do you want to do this or do that? I get it. But yo, Mika, I appreciate you for fucking doing this. Amazing. With jet lag and all, everyone give it up for Mika. It's amazing,
give
bro.
your socials
Give
where they
your
can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me at on Instagram at Meka Social, MEKA Social. And then you can also find me on YouTube at Meka Mo Comedy. And remember to watch my podcast, We're Done Here podcast on Big Comedy Network.
Very fresh.
And watch her Don't Tell set. Watch her
yeah.
Crack set. Her OnlyFans.
Yeah, join my OnlyFans.
Join her OnlyFans, bro. Put your credit card down. It'll be nice. She'll give you some good stuff there. But you know what? Listen, Meka Mo. Where you going next? Where are you performing?
So
any dates on your website? Anything like that?
Yeah, no, I actually have the date. But I'll be at the Brooklyn Improv doing next weekend. I don't know when this is coming out.
Purple Park, right?
Yeah, Purple Park Comedy 5th year anniversary at the Improv. So that's gonna be a big deal.
Gang.
So yeah, I would come out to that if I were you.
Just do it. If you want to see a fucking killer next week, go see her. If not, follow her on the Instagram. She's a fucking monster. Meka Mo, we love you.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, this is Niko and Bobby Podcast, where we give everyone their flowers. So if you want to find out about the newest, hottest up-and-coming comedians, give us a follow, like, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.